it's a new day and welcome back to my channel and to my 2024 home tour. I wanted to film this video for a couple different reasons. One, we just redid 3 rooms in our 1968 fixer-upper, and so it feels fresh and new in certain spaces. You're gonna see as we go throughout this house that we have mixtures of old and new, and I wanna show that to you all because I feel like a lot of you can relate. A lot of us don't live in maybe showpiece homes, but we live in homes with character and with quirks, and we make it our own. And so I hope this video inspires you today. I also wanted to make this one because we're expecting a baby here. In fact, as you're watching this, I probably already have the baby in my arms, Lord willing. And with that, we're gonna have to be getting out some baby equipment. I don't have a ton, but it also does kind of fill up the space a little bit. And so I thought it would be perfect to do the home tour before then. Number 3, I needed some motivation to get my house tidied up because it was a wreck. And I also know how hard that's going to be to have my whole home cleaned up at the same time once we have a 4th baby and we're adjusting to all of that, people coming in and out of the home, and you know, everything that is entailed in that postpartum era. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll take you around, show you the good, the bad. Disclaimer, my house is not necessarily clean, but I did tidy it up and I wanna show you guys around. So this house being built in 1968, it has a lot of the dark wood trim in it yet. We did paint it all upstairs, but downstairs, we've left the dark trim. We did refloor and repaint and all of that. So this is what our entryway is looking like. Still some Christmas decor up, and I decided we're gonna leave it till March because it's not Christmas, it's the winter vibe, okay? And so this is the entryway when you walk in. We very recently redid our steps here, and I wanted to redo them in a style that blended with the old kitchen we have right now currently. Someday we hope to renovate the kitchen, but we'll get to that in a bit. I also like to keep a basket by the steps to keep things that go upstairs. Currently, there's actually a bunch of postpartum snacks in here that my friends gave me that I want to take upstairs and turn into a little postpartum snack basket. And so I'll take that up with me when I get upstairs. I have some great plans for this entryway. I would like to put a little bench here to put shoes on, and then maybe some artwork up here on this big white wall. But until then, this is how it's looking. Right off the entryway, we have a storage closet and our most used room in our home, but also the ugliest, I would say. It has a blue toilet, as you can see, and we're just making do for now. I told Josh I'd love this to be our summer project. He says no more projects for a while, but we'll see. It needs to have the paint redone and everything is plumbed, but we just need to rip everything out and get new. This toilet is literally falling apart. And I hate how this room is not redone, and yet it's the room that gets used the most by guests and by us as well. The only touch of personality in here is this fun poster. And Josh is into construction. That's his job if you're not familiar. So I thought this was a very appropriate poster. It shows all the different eras of houses, and the kids are always looking at it too. My favorite is the A-frame. How cute. This room is definitely something I cannot wait to complete. For now, it has personality. By the way, when we moved in, we had 3 bathrooms. One toilet was blue, one was yellow, and one was pink. So we're down to just the blue one left, you'll see. To the right, this room also flows really well with our hallway. I just love how the staircase into the kitchen and then into the living room all kind of flow in that same kind of style. Let me know what style you think that is. This room was mostly done by Martin Furniture and Mattress. I worked with them on a video, and I will link all my makeover videos down below so you can watch them if you have questions, if you need links, anything like that. I do have some personal family photos up here on our mantle, and I left our magnolia wreath up. Trust me, if you did that much work on a magnolia wreath, you would leave it up too, as long as possible. And over here, I have not potty trained our baby yet. So we have a changing station set up there, and that's just gonna stay for the next baby. So I guess I'll have 2 in diapers for just a little bit. Anyway, as you can see, we've kept the dark trim in here as well. And I try not to fight the style of this home with this living room, but then I also upgraded it with Josh doing this molding wall. And I feel like I did make it my own. We have touches of brass, which, you know, that was really popular in the 70s, and now it's back again. So I really like it. And this was one of the first rooms we redid in our home because the carpet was so disgusting. And we also thought we would use it the most, but honestly, this is one of the rooms we use the least because we're just not a sitter family. We're usually in the toy room or the basement if we're playing with the kids. And Josh and I both work a lot at home, so we're not in here as much as I imagined, but piano, we use that all the time. My daughter's learning how to play too. And when you stand here, you can kind of see how it flows into the kitchen space. I love the mixture of old and new. This is my great grandpa's actual copper wash boiler, and I store blankets and stuff in there. And yeah, as you can see, I don't need a ton of organization in this room because there's really not much in here, but we do keep games in these cabinets here and here, and some various decor and candles and things that if I need to pull them out or whatever. But that's what this room is looking like. We have a crazy gallery wall over here where I like to change out the pictures with the seasons. These wooden holders Josh made, and there's just slots in them that the pictures can just slot into. So that's kind of a fun idea if you want to display some family photos and not take yourself too seriously. We do heat our home with electricity, and Josh is actually installing a pellet stove this week as well. So this is more just like a fancy candle. Our fireplace there, we like to put wood in and burn it just for fun. Okay, we're in our kitchen, which you guys are very familiar with if you're a regular on my channel, but I never know if I should call this kitchen renovated or to be renovated because it's still very old cabinets and everything. But we did do a makeover over the pandemic and everything when we were at home, and I have 2 videos on that and how we actually painted our wooden dark cabinets and made them light. And I'm actually really proud of this kitchen. I feel like I took something old and with a minimal amount of money, but a lot of elbow grease, I turned it into something that speaks to me and I like it. You're not gonna see this kitchen on Instagram or anything like that, or one like it out there in the social media world, but I feel like it is quirky, but also it's functional, and I'm very excited to redo it someday. But as you know, kitchen renovations are something you gotta plan for. You've got to do it at the right time of year. Even though my husband can do it for me, it's gonna cost a lot of money and be a lot of mess. And renovating the heart of your home is just crazy. So I'll show it to you, and if you would have more questions about how we redid our kitchen, I'll make sure to link our makeover videos down below for this one as well. We painted the kitchen, the lower cabinets, a color I knew I would not get tired of. It's actually kind of the same color over here on this wall, and so I love how it like flows together from living room to kitchen. And then again, I stuck with the brass touches, and we kept the dark wood in this room. Eventually it will go, I'm sure, but for now it all kind of ties together. And this scrolly thing, I would love to have it go. I feel like that's the thing that dates our kitchen the most, that and the backsplash. But it has a really good, expensive granite countertops that the former homeowner put in. I'm thinking that was redone in the 90s possibly. Our kitchen appliances are like a soft, touchless black color. I think it's called slate, and I really do like how it works with our kitchen. The only caution with doing that color of appliance is that there's not a lot of options. So if something breaks down, you pretty much have to buy the same thing again. And then over here is our little coffee station. And I put our Pebble Ice machine back in the kitchen again because the boys just love it so much. They eat their Pebble Ice like candy. They love it. And then here's my little coffee station for now. Someday I envision this space over here having a whole wall with cabinets, and we can move our dining space, which is what we have here, over to the actual dining room. But right now our dining room is a toy room. You'll see in a second. But yes, here is our space that we upgraded this summer with this beautiful castlery table. You're noticing a lot of different pieces in our home are free to us because they give me things to showcase on my YouTube channel, which is always so appreciated. And then over into our sun porch, which is our latest home renovation. You guys saw that. Hopefully, if not, I will link it. And I just love it. Most of you will not have a room like this to remake over. And I wasn't sure how to do it because I was like, I wanted it to tie in with the rest of my home. And it is definitely a little more boho, have to admit, obviously it is. But I felt like I didn't want to fight with the space and the bones of this wooden sun porch. And we use it so much in the wintertime. So pretty. And I'm excited to use it even more now that we have good, comfy sofas and chairs in here. And I feel like this artwork here ties this room in a little bit with the rest of our home, just with that mixed metals and the old looking paintings and stuff. So yeah, lots of plants are housed in here, and it's just a wonderful little space to have devotions out here in the morning. I love the sunlight streaming in, and I actually do a lot of computer work out here right now too, just because, I don't know, it livens up my mood. And fun fact about this space, we did not buy anything new except for the Amazon chairs and coffee table. Cheetah Living sent us this beautiful sofa and everything else we had. And I just harvested from my collections at home, my different throws I had, pillows, and we kind of went with that like pink vibe. Here you can see kind of the exterior stone that's on the outside of our house. And that's also the stone that was on our fireplace. And I know different people thought I should paint my fireplace, but I like this brick. I feel like it's so, I just called it stone. It is brick. I just like the color of it. I think it's unusual. and not orangey. It's just different. I like it. Out here, this is not much to look at. I did not tidy it or anything, but this is our backyard. And we recently did our patio makeover this summer. And so I can't wait to actually use it more this coming summer because we only finished it in August. And we have the kids' oasis back here, their playground. They love it so much. Looks like the wind blew a chair over. Oh dear. Well, there you go. There's the back patio in all of its glory. And Josh's favorite toy, his Rectech smoker grill. So the sun porch goes back into the kitchen. So it's just like a second seating area. I'm excited to have people over. The men can sit in one room and the women in the other. I don't think I showed this to you, but this is a wall of like pantry shelving, and it's kind of unique because it's not very deep, but we get a lot of stuff in there. I think someday when we do redo this room, I'm most excited about doing the storage smartly because my kitchen looks really big, but it's not laid out very well. So yep, that'll happen in the future. And then off of the kitchen, by the way, these show up on all my videos, and I don't think you can hardly ever see the texture on these, but I made these myself. I have a video I can link below of how I did it. It was the most therapeutic art project ever. But yeah, another basically free project for me. Into the laundry. Okay, this laundry I pray over pretty much every day. One, because we're so thankful for our washer and dryer we got from our neighbors 10 years ago, who they had it for 7 years. So this washer and dryer set is 17 years old. It is not pretty, it is not cute, but actually the dryer gave out last year and I was like devastated. Josh found another one on Facebook Marketplace, and so eventually when the washer and the dryer go out, we will probably invest some money in some new ones. They'll be pretty, but they will not be as good as these old guys, I'm convinced, because they're not built to last anymore. But yes, this laundry is nothing to look at, but very relatable, I feel, for a lot of us. This is just kind of how our utility spaces look sometimes. And I will say, this is one of my favorite features over here. Get yourself a 4-bin laundry system and sort your laundry and do 1 load a day. As you can see, I was doing the kids' clothes in that bin today. And so the other 3 are ready to be picked, one of them, you know, tomorrow and the next day, and we just keep going. We have extra pantry food storage over here. So these cabinets are full of like dry goods and stuff, and then there's still some up above here as well. So yeah, not pretty. I am so excited to have a beautiful laundry room someday, but it doesn't make sense to do that now, especially with the old washer and dryer. Someday we'll get to it. Someday it'll be so pretty, and the weight will just make it that much more exciting. Over here is where we store all of our coats. It's still wintertime and very cold, so I'm glad for all the hooks that were already there. And then we have a shoe bin. And then here I keep their socks down here because we put our socks on before we go out the door. They all wear the same size, same color, everything. It works great. And then this is the lost and found bin. And this needs to go back to church. I found it when I was cleaning up, and so I'll put it there and we'll take it with us as we head out the door. I keep my air fryer out here, which is kind of nuts, but it's the space that I have for it, and we use it really frequently, honestly. And then we have a commercial ice machine that Josh bought back when he had a construction crew that worked for him. We don't use it a ton, but in the summer it's so nice for hosting. So yep, there's our humble laundry space. And we do have a nice sized garage that we use very heavily. Josh cleans it up about once a month. So we also take care of our own trash because Josh has a dumpster, being in a contractor in construction. So we don't have to pay for a trash service or anything, but then that means he has to take care of all of the trash. But yeah, I love how it's heated and I can park my car in here. Isn't it amazing how you can have one room that looks like this and then, you know, have that gorgeous sun porch over there? That's just what happens when you're in the middle of a fixer-upper home. Also, give me some tips. What can I put here for a centerpiece? I loved my winter centerpiece. Had to take it down because it was the end of the season. And so I have just some fruit on there for now, but I'm looking for something. I'm not sure what. I want it low and I want it functional. I'm thinking even just some pears in there, like those brown Bosque pears would be better. I don't know. We'll see. It just doesn't really vibe with the rest of the view, if you know what I mean. All those bright colors. So we'll see. Maybe it's just a plant. I had a plant there last summer. And then in here is our fun toy room, separated from the kitchen by a pocket door again. And I had so much fun with this little wall mural. I actually bought the rug first, and then use those colors to like repeat on the wall here. Looks like this pillow could be styled better, but you get the idea. These built-ins were done by an Amish guy, and I'm missing one of the knobs. I just found it. I just need to get Josh to put it on. Over here is a sliding door that was from the office, and I measure the kids, see how tall they are. Over here is a little chair. I need to style this room better. I pulled a lot of the pillows that I had in here over into my sunroom, so it's a little bare, but I'll keep my eye out for pillows as I'm shopping. I feel like having a lot of pillows in here is just more things for the kids to clean up anyway. I have a whole video of how we made over this room. It is supposed to be the dining room. We took out the chandelier. It's just a really nice big space. I love the window seats that I upholstered myself. And then we have the bookshelves down here, which was a great idea, but it's actually kind of annoying because you can only get a few books in each one before they fall over. And I think I got these from IKEA or Amazon. I'm not sure which. And it works. It's just, it's not as aesthetically cute as I thought it was going to be. And these posters came on really cool paper, actually, and they were from Amazon. And I just have wooden frames there that I got Josh to make for me. And so we have all those right in here, super easy. All the links will be in that video. If you need anything, you can go over there. And yeah, I have a couple plants hanging in the window. Nice big window. This room has so much potential. You could use it for so many different things. I was thinking about using it as a sewing room at one point, but the toy room is just perfect. And this sofa actually turns out into a bed if needed. We've never done that, but we could. For their art table, Josh actually sawed the legs off of a higher sewing table I used to use and made it kid height. So that's where that came from. It's very custom, you could say. And I like to cover the art table with parchment paper. I just switched it out for new stuff, or butcher paper. And then they can draw on it and not have to worry about getting it on the table or anything like that. And yeah, it just protects the table a little bit. The chairs came from a thrift store. They came with little tables too, and the tables are in the basement. So yeah, I feel like there's 100,000 ways you could do a toy room, and this is the Megan version of it, and I really still like it, you know, a year or two later. It just needs a few repairs because this room gets used really hard. Okay, and then down these steps is our basement. Happily, but not proudly, this basement is not pretty at all, but I do not mind because I could just send the kids down here when we have company, and there it is. It's fine. The kids said they were cleaning up, so let's see how they did. Not terrible. I'm puffing. This is a clubhouse Josh built for me when I was teaching school, so that's down here. They love to play in that. It's made from old barnwood. And then I just have toys in boxes along the sides here, and they have their train table. The book situation has got to be fixed because I said if we can't fit them all in the little wagon, this wagon's from my great-grandpa's sale before he passed. Anyway, we can't fit them all in the wagon. It looks terrible. We're going to go through and declutter, and I already can tell a lot of those books are going. Over here, I have my fabric stash that I also need to go through, so it's not just the kids that need to declutter, it's me too. And then here's the little sitting area. This is our only TV in our home, and we watch football in there pretty much. That's about it. Sometimes Josh will watch golf. Or we'll do like a movie night, date night. It looks like I need a vacuum down here, but you get the idea. All the leftover furniture comes down here. Funnily though, these are our most comfortable sofas in our entire home because they recline. That's the only reclining ones. But anyway, there's the basement for you. And the carpet's just plopped in, and that's kind of how you want in a basement. So someday we'll get this cute and nice, not while the kids are this little. But yeah, this room needs some tender loving care, and I think I'm going to put some of my nesting energy into this space maybe next week. And believe it or not, this L-shaped floor plan is only a little bit of the basement. This door here goes back to Josh's office, storage room, shipping station, all that stuff. I have canning shelves and storage in there, but we won't be going in that area today. Okay, coming out of the kitchen, we had our powder room there, our staircase, and now we're coming into that side room, that front room that we turned into an office space for me. Again, it has that same kind of boho clean style that my sun porch has. So it doesn't quite flow with the other spaces in the downstairs, but it definitely reflects my style and makes me happy working in here. Although, like I said, lately I've been working in the sun porch a little bit more, but new office chair I got for Christmas. Again, more plants in here. I have plants hanging at the windowsills. And I use this space for sewing as well. This table sometimes is my Cricut machine table if I'm working on a Cricut machine again. The Cricuts were sent to me for a video, so very grateful for those. Josh built me this beautiful sliding barn door that slides into the toy room so the kids can be playing right off of where I'm working, and I can keep an eye on them. And then over here is our podcast space. If you do not know, I have a podcast with my cousin called Honey I'm Homemaker, and we just kind of store all of our camera gear here. It's not pretty until the day we film, then we pull everything back out and set up, and we have our filming space. And we recently endeavored to put wallpaper on the wall, as you can see, and Josh ended up hanging most of it, but I'm happy with the results. It's a very simple little setup, but it gets the job done. And this shaggy rug, oh my goodness. It's very fun, but I don't know how to clean it. I always just take it outside and shake it, and that seems to do the trick. I was very happy with this found piece. I got it at a reused furniture store, and Josh thought it was hideous, but I just love it. It works so well for all my cords and random things that need to go in there, and it has the brass finishes. And then I just set plants up on top that sometimes are thriving, sometimes not so much. But yeah, this space was mostly redone by Josh. He built that table for me over here that just kind of looks like it's floating, and he did the door, like I said. Just a really pretty space all around, and I love it. It's so girly. And then as you come back out here, there's actually pocket doors that we never used because we never repainted them or anything. But this room, you can see how different it looks without all the dark trim. The trim's all white in here, and it definitely has a different feel than the space out here. So let's go up the steps. Josh redid the staircase for me all by himself. These are just Amazon runners, and I'm just really happy with them. And I think with a baby crawling and learning to walk and all that stuff, it's good to have some cushioning on the steps. So up the steps we go. We just redid the hallway and kids' bedroom carpet, and then in here we have our bedroom. Does it look like a interior magazine? Absolutely. Thank you. Credit goes to Calico Creek. They are a local home store, and if you ever get to walk around in there, it is just so inspiring. Here I am. Look at this beautiful mirror. And yeah, we worked together and collaborated on this project, and I could not be happier. So cozy, so hotel-like, spa-like, and it's just like an oasis that Josh and I can step away from everything. Fun fact, do you guys have like your own side of the bed? I feel like that's a thing. Most people do. Josh and I don't really. Right now, currently, I'm on this side because I like to sleep on my left side being pregnant. And after the baby, I will be on this side, so I'm closer to the baby. And yeah, we just kind of fluctuate with the seasons of life. When we go away, he usually sleeps closest to the door or whichever side the phone charger's on, let's be honest. But here is our beautiful bedroom. We have a little seating area off to the side that we actually use. So nice to have. The flooring in here is my favorite flooring in our home. And if you want links for anything, you'll definitely have to check out our bedroom makeover video. The before and after was amazing. Like, we lived for 4 years in a very ugly bedroom where we just had some furniture plopped. So the before and after is so rewarding. But yeah, walk around at Calico Creek, just being in their store is inspiring all on its own. And Josh even took the time to do beautiful molding on the ceiling for me. I love being married to a carpenter. He's so talented. This here is actually a nice sized walk-in closet that Josh and I both use. And then we have another closet over here that's not very organized because we don't need to be because we have so much space. Here is Josh's dresser. He keeps his clothes in there. And my clothing situation is not the greatest at the moment. I actually keep my socks, underwear, and things like that in the end table, and then I have my dresses and everything in the closet. But that's a project for another day. And this is the only space in our home where we actually put in new doors, and I cannot believe how the new doors with the 5 panels make it look like a whole different house. It just feels so luxe. And then, of course, the ceiling goes with it too. So that was a really fun upgrade. Into our bathroom. I feel like I can brag about this bathroom because it's about half as expensive as it looks. Josh and I used some really good tricks and some contractors we know to get a custom bathroom for the price of just like a Lowe's bathroom. I don't know, it just really, my vision came to life. It's girly and glam, but also it still fits with the vibe of our home, I feel. Again, with the brass, and I kind of went with that whole vanity makeup area kind of feel to it. So yes, it's a little girlier than maybe Josh's taste, but he loves it. He really did love it. I worked with Nalt's flooring on our beautiful shower, so I was really happy to get their tile from them. And yes, I do need to clean my glass. That's something that needs to happen, but I'm just shooting this video while I can. Isn't this a fun back of the door thing? My robe and towel, Josh's towel. But yeah, such a beautiful, beautiful shower. I think I have one regret though. I should have put 2 shower heads in. We talked about it and then Josh is like, you don't think the water pressure is gonna stand up? And I think he might have been right, but boy, wouldn't 2 shower heads be just the ultimate luxury? I love the stacked tile in here. It has kind of a texture to it and makes it feel very collected almost. I don't know, but also clean at the same time. And I like to have eucalyptus hanging in there. And I like to decant all my shower products into pretty jars and bottles, so it looks beautiful in this bathroom. So thank you again to Nolt's Flooring for working with me on that. Also over here you can see we have it on our backsplash as well. And Josh did all this work, and like I said, this bathroom was on a budget, but it looks very luxe. And I'm just so proud of it. You don't need a ton of money always, you just need some creativity and a handy husband. I wanted to take a second to show you our runner. I think it's so pretty. And then I have a lot of storage down here and more storage here. And this is custom to fit the space, thanks to an Amish guy Josh knows. So I was just, yeah, very delighted with this space overall, how it got finished out. And yeah, we're not super extra here. This is from Amazon. Josh actually likes Amazon for a lot of different like hardware and things, depending what you're getting. You have to kind of know what you're looking for. But I think even these were from Amazon. So there's some good stuff on there if you just have to know what to look for. The hardware, I think, was Amazon as well. So check out that video if you'd like more details on my pretty bathroom. No pink toilet in here anymore, praise the Lord. So we have our bedroom, and then here is the kids' bathroom. Just a standard bathroom, but I do like how it turned out. We used the mirror that we already had and just made a frame for it. I got Walmart wallpaper to stick on the back here, Amazon lighting, Amazon shelves. Just collected a few things. I do keep different, like I think there's cotton balls in this one, and so it is very functional, but still cute at the same time. Very simple, straightforward. Again, we have different flooring in here because we were experimenting, and we decided this was not it, and our bedroom flooring is it. What, Miller? Hi! Yep, I'm almost done. And that's the only tub in the home. I usually have more towels on there just for pretty, but I think we used them because we had a little bit of a spill during bath time yesterday. And then here is a closet right beside. So that stores pretty many things. And then across the hallway we have the sweet little nursery, which you can have the cozy lighting or you can have the bright lighting. And currently it is nice and stocked with all the stuff we're gonna need for the baby. We have the car seat here. I have the swing over here in this closet, just waiting. You know, this is where we're keeping it for now, out of the way. I love the neutral kind of like browns and blacks. And then I did have some fun with the carpet down here. I love this rug. I wish I had gotten it in a bigger size. It's so cute. And yeah, a nice rocking recliner from Cheetah Living. Actually, it swivels too. And a cute little crib setup. I made this sign myself on Canva and got it printed as an engineering print at Staples, and Josh framed it for me. I made the mobile. You can buy the mobile parts and then you can make your own wooden bead stuff. It's actually kind of what I did down here too with this baby toy. And then over there is my hospital bags half packed waiting to, yeah, for the day. Also the wall is not wallpaper, but I made a stencil using my Cricut. And I have a whole video on how I turned this little room into a sweet little nursery. And here's our Moses basket. Yeah, I love this little room. It's a little unique, but I like it that way. And then we have the kids' rooms. Over here is the boys' room. So if you've been keeping up with my channel, you've already seen this recently, but it's working great. The only thing that's a little extra is the kids sleep with their fleece blankets. So having a coverlet on the top and all the pretty things on the bed, it's not like an everyday thing. We probably make their beds really nicely like this once a week. And the rest of the time they just have their fleece blankets on it. But I just like how it turned out. Pretty sleek and simple. A lot of thrifted items, a lot of Amazon items. And yeah, it's huge. This room is ridiculously big, way bigger than it needs to be. Our chimney from downstairs in the living room comes up right here, so that's why this wall notches out. We have a single bed for my 2-year-old, it's working great. And then this whole wall over here is lined with closets, so much closet space. It's so nice. I keep all kinds of storage in there. And this is trophies you may have seen. My dad did competitive tractor pulling. Yes, that is a sport. And so he has some of his tractor trophies. And then Josh played softball. So we have some of his softball trophies there just for decor. And this is going to morph a lot as the boys' interests change. But for now, it's very simple, I would say, and straightforward. And we have an extra bed up here because my 2-year-old's over here, my 4-year-old's over here. And then we have an extra loft bed up there for, I don't know, sleepovers, or if we want to kick Evonnie out of her room and she can sleep up here and we can have guests in her room as a guest room. But yeah, the color scheme kind of mimics the nursery. I like those brown and orange tones, and so it just kind of flows in here. Plus it's easier to shop what you have. You know, I had almost all these pillows already, and a lot of the different decor just kind of meshes from room to room. You can swap things out. So yeah, again, the style's a little bit different than maybe some spaces in my home, but at the same time, you can tell it has some Megan touches to it. Another room we just recently did was my daughter's room, and it is so sweet. She actually keeps it really tidy. Of course, it is a new thing, but she's never had her own little oasis like this, and she loves it. I think it's just so special, and if you want to watch me declutter the whole upstairs, get both kids' rooms in tip-top shape, you can do that. I just think this room is so sweet and special and colorful. So yeah, some of the pieces are new, like the beds from Amazon, but then this I found at a used furniture store. Josh thought I was nuts for buying it. I said, are you kidding? It's so cute. I wish I needed a sideboard. Since I don't have an official dining room, it's the toy room. I decided to put it up here, and she uses it to store all of her treasures. These were my dolls when I was little, as well as this piece of artwork. My mom counter cross stitched this for me in like 1992 for my bedroom, and now she has it in her room. And then this is her dresses and stuff are all hung here. And then this bed actually has pull-out storage that she keeps all of her other like smaller leggings, shirts, tops, that kind of thing down there, underwear. And that's her little hamper, a little reading nook with some hooks for her Bible case and her purses, her trash can. Yeah, just a pretty straightforward room. It's not completely done yet. There's some, you know, we could add some more color here and there, I think. But looking at it from this direction, it is really cute and pretty polished and finished, I feel. And I wish I had better before pictures of this room. It was like a dark hovel hole. Like it was so dark in here. Doesn't get as much light as some of the other rooms in the house, but I think it looks cozy yet light and bright at the same time. So back here in the sun porch again, where we started this tour, I hope that this video inspired you to make your home your home. Don't follow the rules that you see out there. And I think my biggest tip would be to take your time. It's so fun to turn your house into a home. Why rush it? You know, I do feel like one caveat with not doing it all at once is that maybe every room doesn't jive and flow together with the same similar feel because your taste changes over time. But that's a small price to pay for actually doing thoughtful renovations and renovations you're excited about, and renovations that work for your family, not for your guests that are coming over, not for the people on Instagram, but for you and the people in your actual life. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye, everyone.